But you
Hello, everyone.
seem
Welcome to another episode of the Board Report. I'm your host, Ryan. That is your host, Rix. And welcome to the special Ibisode. As you can see, it's not a normal setup, a normal video. That is because it's the Ibisode. And yeah, we're going to interview Jeff and Ryan today, and it's going to be great. Just
yeah.
getting right into the interview. Seniors, you two are seniors. For everyone who doesn't know, how's your senior year been, and what are some of your plans for next year? Are you excited? Are you nervous, scared, sad, mad, angry, enraged? Any of those?
It was a very stressful year. I had a lot of things to balance. I been working a full-time job all year, a lot of school stuff, but I've never had to work this hard, and it's taught me a lot. So I'm happy that it happened the way it did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, same thing. It was crazy and stressful, but it was well worth it at the end. Although it may not be kind of like what we hoped and expected, still nice. We get the parade, we get the virtual graduation, and then for us, we have the award ceremony coming up soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, may I point out, Jeff did say same thing, but he does not have a job because he's a bum. That's all.
All right. So, what motivated you to do band?
Started in middle school. Well, if we're talking I just reiterate. I'm just gonna literally reiterate this for word. No. In 5th grade, I thought it was pretty cool to. It's if we're talking about just getting into band, in 5th grade, I felt like I wanted to play an instrument. I thought playing an instrument was cool, and a family friend had to happen a free trumpet to give us, and so trumpet ended up being my choice. And that's how I got into band. But if you're talking about high school and continuing band, it's just a community and I just fell in love with music in general, and it's just an awesome way to express yourself and everything. And the community is so supportive and so tight knit and just so amazing. And so that's kind of why I fell in love with it, and am continuing to do it now.
Great answer, Jeff. I love every bit of that. And now to answer my own, which was once Rix's question. I've got 2 origin stories, right? And then my other origin story was that my grandfather works at a garbage plant, or he worked at a garbage plant. He's retired now. And he found a Ludwig rocker standing in the trash in perfect condition. This baby had nothing wrong with it. And I put it up in my room, and I don't even know if I cleaned it, which looking back is not the best. But wow, I want to hit this. And then I got into band freshman year, and to quote McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Since you guys are seniors, and you two specifically were part of the internship program with the band, how does walk me through the process of interning and some of the lessons that it's taught you?
For sure. I'll take this one since Jeff had to take it in the first run around. To become an intern, there's an audition process at the end of the year when it's a normal year, and you let Mr. I know, hey, I want to be an intern. Then he's like, hey, go talk to your counselor, get this information sheet, fill it out, give it to her, then come back to me, let me know. Then we're going to have auditions here on the calendar, right? Okay, so we did all that. Auditions, and I'm nervous because I'm not sure if they're gonna pick me because there's a decent sized pool of candidates, right? And at this point we were under the assumption that there would most likely just be 2 interns. And the audition, it's about what you would expect. They ask you questions relating to music education, hey, do you have any future plans with music education? What will you benefit from this program? What can you do to benefit this program yourself? And after that, Jeff and I got in, Takaro got in, and here we are.
What was it? how was it teaching all the new kids and the new incoming freshmen as section leaders?
I'll take this one. It was nice. It was cool. It was fun. I know I try to make it a goal just to like get to know each of them. Teaching I made it kind of a goal to get to know them all really well. But it was fun. You know, I mean, it's kind of nice just kind of introducing the new freshmen into the band family, and just kind of seeing, just showing them what it's all about. That's my favorite part, and just inviting them to like these get-togethers and just kind of seeing like the transition from middle school band to high school band is such a big difference, but not only like musically and all the stuff you have to do, but in terms of like relationships you make and like the connections, just the friendship you'll have for years on end.
And not to mention, like, we went into it and like we're like teachers in a sense, but like I don't know, I wasn't expecting to end up making friends with the program. Like I'm gonna miss a lot of the kids in it, if not all of them, and it was a great experience. Yeah, wouldn't trade it for anything.
Great. Obviously you guys are going to college next year. You guys are both applying for performance of music and education of music. Are you guys really locked in on pursuing that stuff?
Me personally, I will. Education really kind of back up. Well, not even back up. It's kind of like secondary to my primary. Like I really want to focus on jazz and just really get as much experience in performance wise and all that. But education will be more like on the side, if anything.
The only time that I've ever considered changing my major was a lot of people don't know this about me. I actually I'm very fond of country music, so I've thought about just dropping out, recording a country album or two, and just letting that take me, because like that's my true passion.
And we're gonna end the interview on that. Thank you very much.
I want to do music, nothing else.
Yeah. Pretty great. So you guys have both been in the jazz program for quite a while. How has it changed your knowledge of music?
Depends. For me, it taught me a lot. Well, from listening to Josh Kim. I think Josh Kim was a really great example of the trumpet player, and I kind of took as his example in terms of just just the style, just always about the style, and that's what I really learned. There are notes on the page, but you have to. The jazz. There's a way to play every single note that's not written on the page. It's just the inflection, and that really matters. But that's why I learned the jazz band, and then the combo for directing it. Well, not directing it, but kind of playing together a combo for the last 2 years. Just taught me some leadership skills for sure, and taught me just what it means to be in a band. Just like the equal work from every single person. As well as individually what I need to work on in order to improve the entire group. Yeah, that's kind of what I learned from my time in both combo and ensemble.
I stepped into it a bit late. I started my junior year on vibraphone, and I kind of psyched myself out of auditioning for it freshman year, and then sophomore year I was being lazy, so I didn't do it. But the time that I was in jazz, it really changed my perspective on music, because in the band program, we currently only do marching band at the beginning of the year, and then concert band where we do a bunch of, what's the term? More concert-like pieces, So having that extra knowledge of a different type of music has really benefited me a lot. Learning jazz, music theory through it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I was lucky enough to sub in for the combo for a performance, and that was really fun. I am going to be working on it more in college, so I hope to be much better in a couple of years.
A few other things. You guys obviously are involved in so many music programs during the school, after school, including jazz band. I know later, even though it got canceled, you guys were working on the musical. Um, and of course, obviously the main band things, which is a pretty big commitment in itself. Would you recommend committing to so many band and musical projects? Does it help you a lot?
100% yes. The more you're involved, the more you're gonna love it. It's a thing, definitely a thing where like you get out what you put in, for sure. That statement holds true, all a band. You know what I mean? So all the incoming freshmen, like, I highly recommend you guys get involved. All the juniors who are still waiting to get involved and haven't still, you have one more year to do it. You'll make so many new friends. You'll meet so many new people. You get to know people on a personal basis where like you like, I didn't know Jimmy could play kazoo with his nose or something like that. I don't know. But you just make so many new friends and new, relationships, and it's so awesome. I would not have met, Taki, Ryan, and Jacob if it weren't and for like jazz and everything, and getting them into my combo and just, playing the music.
Nice.
Completely agree. You've got to really want it. It's a lot of commitment, and it's going to teach you a lot of things. Like besides, you're going to make a lot of friends. You're going to have a great time. It's going to teach you a lot of discipline. It's going to teach you to really manage your time a lot better. Like the past, like the last month and a half of school, I was getting home at either 6 every night or 9 every night. And like that was just taking because I was doing like Frost. I was helping out their band after school, musical. We had jazz. We had a bunch of stuff going on, and I'd be practicing if I wasn't doing any of those because I had auditions coming up. But honestly, I spent 15 hours of every day at the school, but I wouldn't trade it for anything at all.
You guys are both going into music-related careers. Do you have any goals or milestones you want to achieve along the way?
That's a good question.
For me, I think definitely being able to play in the Chicagoland area would be great, whether it be in symphonic or jazz. Either would be great. And then giving also lessons on the side, whether it being through a school or just, private lessons or something like that. Because I feel like it'd be nice to inspire kids, just, the future generations just to like play, but also being able to play myself would be really, really awesome. And just like, I love playing and I love to do it for the rest of my life.
For me, I kind of want to keep my options open. So I double majored in performance and education. My dream would be to perform for a living and record some music, have fun with that. But I'm doing teaching because I do love teaching, and it is a really great time. But I'd like to pursue performance if the option is there.
Yeah.
Nice. And you guys are obviously going to schools. You're committed. You're going to Butler and you're going to U of I. What made you choose those schools?
I forgot to audition for UNT. I regret it. But hey, Butler's an awesome school. I'm really looking forward to going there.
For me, it came down to a couple schools, but U of I had ended up having the better faculty and as well as the better. They gave me more money, so like ultimately. But yeah, I think ultimately the staff there is really great. I'm study under Tito Carrillo. He's a fantastic trumpet player, and I remember I seen him in 8th grade. And I was just forever in awe. And so be able to teach under, or not teach, but study under Tito would be great. And I think it's just a good school.
Nice. Well, Ryan, Jeff, we thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
I think we got some quality content and some really interesting stories and answers through you guys. So thank you for your time, and get out of my Zoom.
4 more years.
4 more
Or
years.
more years.
4 more years.
All right.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, no
Bye.
problem.
Welcome to the Board Report intro. You saw the interview. We put that in first because it's a special. It's an episode.
You're actually doing that?
Rix. So a few things. We're gonna start off with Rix's movie of the day. Then we're gonna go on to my album of the day. And then we have some really interesting band news, breaking news per se.
Think I have a movie? You think I have a movie, Eve?
I told you to get one. God, okay. Fine, movie. So I'm gonna be doing the movie now because Rix is stupid. The movie of the day for me, recently it just came out on Netflix the other day. It's called Extraction, and it has that one guy, Chris Hemsworth, and he is great in the movie. It's about this boy, this Indian boy, and he's captured by a rival gang member's dad. Wait, no. Hold on. Let me start that over. It's about this boy, the son of an Indian drug dealer, and he's captured by his dad's rival gang leader or something like that. And yeah, basically, he's taken to Bangladesh, I believe it was, and they have to hire this man. I don't remember his name, but they had to hire him, and he's basically John Wick, but not Keanu Reeves, and it's so action-packed, just a great action movie, very gory, and there's a lot of death. So if you're death sensitive, I wouldn't watch it. But it's a pretty good movie all in all. I enjoyed it. And there's obviously twists and complications and all this cool stuff. It's great. I recommend you watch it. So yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to the album of the day. It's actually not a recent album. It is from a very long time ago, 1978. It is the Jacksons' Destiny. It is a very good album. I'm more of a 70s man, late 70s music, This album, so good. I listen to it almost every single day. It's like one of my favorite albums of all time. But yeah, just everyone go check it out. Really good music.
Nice. Some interesting news, especially in the band news today. Guess what
Marching
got revealed?
band.
The show for 2020.
2020 show.
It's going to be, drum roll please,
I play trombone.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah. So I'm so excited, along with everyone else in the band, I'm sure, to play the 2020 show. It's going to be great, and we previewed it on a Zoom call, and I think it sounded great. I'm so excited.
Bangers. They were
I
bangers.
can't see how you could dislike this show, and I can't wait to see all the of like the up ahead view where you're looking down and you can see like the people moving, and you get what I mean. And Bandcamp coming up soon.
The big picture.
Yeah, hopefully this whole coronavirus thing blows
ends
over
tomorrow.
Before then. Yeah, I can't wait. I don't know what else to say.
Trying to go see the boys.
Yeah. So we thank you for joining us on today's special Ibisode. And
Ibisode.
Make sure you check out all the other board reports. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button so Ryan can free my family.
Can we hit 1 like on this video?
1 like. It's incredible. Yeah. Thanks for watching. It's been your boy Ib.
It's me, Rix. I play trombone. See ya.
Yeah.
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 That was fun.